Hey Jerry, Terry Greer. Thank you for wanting to help me. I'm doing this introductory video so that when we're on the phone, you can actually help me. So 2012, I think, is when I started my weight loss journey. I was 330. I'm gonna put up a picture. Long and the short, not that this matters because this is not what you're helping me with, but essentially 330, found keto back then. Obviously you remember probably back then, high fat and all that other, like, it was not as popular. Paleo was kind of a thing, I think. Anyway, got down to about 250. And ever since that time, I've been between 250 and 270, 250 and 270. So I spend much time grinding downward to about 250. I was 245 last year. And then my birthday's in October. And I generally just eat through the holidays and I gain my 20 pounds back, basically, or 25 sometimes. Sorry the way I look. I just, my morning routine. Don't smoke. Don't drink alcohol. I quit alcohol in 2018. Haven't had any alcohol since. Didn't have a huge. Well, I did. Basically, I grew up in Louisiana, and drinking was always part of my culture. And I just realized I'm like, you know what? I'm probably a little bit more addicted to this than I'd like to give it credit. And so I struggled through that a little bit. Did it on my own, just through journaling and thinking, and glad I beat that back. So now it's food, and I definitely think that. Diet and fasting are my levers that I'm pulling, and I have a sugar addiction for sure. Now that I'm clear-headed from alcohol, right? I'm seeing other things exposed, and so I'm trying to get through that. And I'm leaning towards doing more like what you do, which is more carnivore, but I'm also more nuanced for me in the sense that I have Alzheimer's genes that I'm concerned about, and I believe, I follow Dr. Peter Attia, Dr. Ron Rosedale, Dr. Patrick, and I think that too much protein can lead to cancer through mTOR and all that other jazz. So I'm more of a higher fat. So basically my ideal would be boiled eggs, some sardines, and some avocado, maybe some nuts. Like that would be my diet. But the problem is when I eat, I trigger myself and I wind up wanting more and more and more. And I'm working through that, and I got some things. But anyway, so let's cut all of that up. What do I want your help with? I'm overweight. I used to go to Gold's Gym, right? And I'd lift, and I did a 5x5 routine for a while. But obviously I'm fat, so you can't see my muscle. I do a triathlon every year. I'm probably stronger, could be stronger than most fat guys. I don't know. I'm 51, but I'm really attracted to what you do with the hollow body and the rings. And like if I could have my when I have abs and look good, basically if I could do lever work, pull-up work, push-up work, air squats. I've got these weighted jump ropes I like to jump. That would be like my ideal routine, right? Because then I can do it wherever. So what I want to do is show you what I'm doing. You actually emailed me these routines for what I'm doing, and then kind of show you what I'm doing. Right? So this is my whole whiteboard basically. This is work stuff as I'm tracking, and this is my weight. See, I'm in the 270s. I was down to 263 for a little bit, and then I'm trying to get into a fast. Right now I'm at 12 hours of a fast basically, and I'm trying to get a couple days of fasting. But the hollow body, the clamshell, which I need help with that. Reverse plank, I need a little help with that. Scapula shrugs, squats, and I'm not going to show you the squats because I'm just going to show you the floor work and the push-up, and then I do the door row that you show. So let's go hollow body. Obviously I'm a beginner. I'm on the floor. If I remember correctly, lift the legs, lift the arms, lift the head. I need to figure out a timer of how to count this. Like no, I can do, then I know once I get going, I do one leg out and then the other leg out. And I guess the hands could go wider, you said? And my question, do I do sets? I gotta watch the video again, I guess. Definitely it's harder with the legs flat. Clamshell is the one I'm weakest on for the hips. I'm not sure how to do the push off the floor. Maybe we can talk through that. So you lift the hip. I don't really feel like I'm getting anything done here, I guess. Because my shoulders open up. Like I can't just lift. I gotta watch your video again. So the clamshell would be one. Maybe you coach me on what I'm doing or how I can sit differently. Reverse plank. 3, 4. This one, I consider this one pretty hard. And how much do I press with my hands? Like I feel like I'm pressing with my hands a little bit more than I should. Scapula shrugs. See my elbows go in. I'm trying to struggle with like how to shrug without moving my arms in. Okay. And then push up. So more of a hollow body. So I can't do, I guess I could try to, but I could barely do one. I've been doing them on my knees. So my question around these, pull back, tightening my core, is that I wind up leading with my nose versus going more flat, I think. So let's look at these and see what I look like. All right. 4. 5. So these are my cross ropes. This is a half-pound rope, but I warm up with 1 pound rope. And this big fat boy is a 2-pound rope. And so what I do out here is I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do 5 sets, the rest, move a quarter. So my quarters are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So do basically 5 sets of 5. Do 5, move it over, long rest. Move these back over, do another 5, and I rotate 60 with this, 40, 20, 60, 40 skips, 20 skips, and I'll demonstrate. Got bird seed everywhere. This is my 1 pound rope. 2-pound rope. So literally, the handles are kind of heavy too, and they're on rotation, but the rope itself is 2 pounds. Hold yourself.